Candidates for State Senator, District 17. Robert Barr. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.bar4az.com. My name is Robert Barr, and I want to be your state senator. I am a committed Christian, husband to Jessica, and father of 8. We believe AZ is a great state and don't want to see Pima County become the next California. I have decided I have to stand up and do something, or my family will be driven out of AZ due to politicians who have become too comfortable and complacent in office, leading to being compromised. They take the easy way out while our communities crumble. I will go to the Capitol to work, but come home to Pima County and live among you, not Phoenix lobbyists. I will listen to you at church, schools, grocery stores, gas pumps, about education, roads, prices, taxes, regulations, and all that concerns you. I will hear you and then be your voice in the state legislature. I am a Navy veteran and small business entrepreneur. My experience is leading people and managing companies with large budgets. We need leadership, and I am not afraid to stand for what is right. Learn more about me at www.bar4az.com. I ask you to please vote for me, Robert Barr, for State Senate. Vindon Vince Leach. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, vinceleach.com. Senator Vince Leach was elected to the state Senate to represent the people of Legislative District 11 in 2018. He had previously been elected to the Arizona House of Representatives in 2014, where he served 2 terms. He is very passionate about public service and has been involved as a citizen activist in many areas of government, including school board, county government, and the Arizona Corporation Commission. He is always advocating for the taxpayers in every issue that comes before him. Senator Leach and his wife Charlene are natives of Wisconsin. He graduated from the University of Wisconsin at St. Point with degrees in political science and history. After his service in the military during the Vietnam era, Senator Leach began a career of over 35 years in sales and executive business management experience in the national and international marketplace. Senator Leach currently serves as the vice chairman of the Senate Appropriations Committee and is a member of the Judiciary, Government, and Finance Committees, where he can look after taxpayers' dollars. Additionally, Senator Leach is on the Joint Committee on Capital Review and the Joint Legislative Budget Committee. I ask for your support in the 2022 election. Thank you. Mike Nickerson. Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, participating. Website, www.mikenickersonforaz.com. I'm running for state senate to defend the most basic right of all Arizona, the right to vote, and to have that vote counted honestly. Too many politicians are wasting our tax money on audits and highly partisan bills imported from other states that divide us, inflame their constituents, and divert our attention from the one issue behind which we must all unite: the right to vote. With our representatives elected fairly, we can work together to address Arizona's real challenges. I will push to increase funding for our public schools. I will negotiate a water plan to protect Arizona's future and increase our unique economic advantages to generate solar power. And I will work to ensure the best possible health care for all Arizonans. As a local church pastor, I have served diverse populations. I have brought together people of different backgrounds and opinions to find common ground and sensible solutions. My master's degree in urban planning and PhD in historical geography will inform my work. My political activity started with Republicans who championed civil rights. Since then, I have worked on several Democratic campaigns over the years. I know how to work across the aisle. Justine Wadsack. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.wadsack4arizona.com. Justine is a strong America First conservative Republican with 40 years in Tucson, Arizona. A daughter of the American Revolution, wife of 22-year retired Air Force major, mother to 4 military, mother to 2 disabled teenagers, and proud grandmother. Justine was the Republican LD10 nominee in the 2020 general election as the voice of the people. Justine's career began in advertising, marketing, and PR in Chicago before coming home to produce halftime for NBA, NFL, and concerts for Arizona tribal nations. She's a small business owner, investor, realtor, known as the agent who gives back, having donated $40,000 to military and first responders. Justine fought and won legal battles against state agencies. DES, DDD, DCS, TUSD, and Department of Education for violations of human, civil rights, civil liberties. Constitutional law, ADA, Title II, Section 504, and parents' rights under IDEA, FAPE, ARS 1-601, ARS 1-602. Justine has already helped thousands of people in Pima County fight for medical freedom, keeping their jobs with use of religious exemptions. Justine stands for America First, voter integrity, U.S. Constitution, medical freedom, Second Amendment, school choice, education reform, parents' rights, border security, Bill of Rights, legal immigration, pro-life, low taxes, incentives, DCS reform, mental health, elderly, healthcare reform, veteran, homeless care, stopping human trafficking, freedom and liberty. Candidates for State Representative, District 17. Dana Almond, Party, Democratic. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.almond4az.com. I am a retired lieutenant colonel, a proud graduate of West Point Academy, a wife and a mother. The motto of the military academy is duty, honor, country. We have never needed these virtues more. The spectacle of January 6th was a shameful attack on our shared public values. And the fantasy that this was legitimate political discourse puts us all at risk. The right to vote is fundamental to our democracy, and we must make certain that all Arizonans who want to vote can vote. Attempts to suppress the vote must stop. Those who are this afraid of democracy know in their hearts that they will lose a fair election. Our public education system should move from the bottom 5 to the top 5. We need to take steps to ensure a safe and abundant water supply for our children and our farmers. Make no mistake, we are in a battle here in Arizona. Government can work, but we need to make it work. I don't back down from a fight, and I ask you to join me. Kirk Feeler, Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.kirkfeeler.com. I am a constitutional conservative. I believe the U.S. Constitution is the greatest document ever written on self-governance, including the Second Amendment, which protects all other amendments. I believe in limited government, and when elected, I will do everything I can as a state representative to secure our southern border. ensure election integrity, promote a strong Arizona economy, keep taxes as low as possible, and defend our constitutional freedoms. I am a precinct committeeman, a state committeeman, and district chairman of our PC district. This experience has been invaluable in helping me prepare to become a state representative. I graduated from Coronado High School in Scottsdale and went to Northern Arizona University on a track scholarship, where I graduated with a business degree. I have succeeded in the corporate world as a manager, district region manager, and marketing company president. My experience has not only required people skills and managing large teams, but also meeting budgets and P&L, profit and loss responsibility. This experience and these skills will be valuable as a state representative. My wife, Jan, and I live in Eagle Crest. We are devout Christians and have 5 adult children and 3 grandkids. Rachel Jones, party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.jonesforarizona.com. My husband and I have raised our children on Christian, conservative, and Arizona values. My faith is my prime motivator in all I do for my family and my state. My time in business made me a strong, calculated, and passionate leader. And I now hope to continue utilizing my experience to identify problems, execute solutions, and deliver results in the State House in Phoenix. Having children truly refined my beliefs on the importance of the family in communities. This is why I decided to put my business life aside and focus on my family and the families of all Arizonans. This led me to become a teacher, fostering the next generation of Americans. But my business background could not be hidden, so I eventually became the director of the preschool. As a mother of 5, former teacher, and former business executive, I knew that I could no longer sit by and let the socialist Democrats in Phoenix ruin our great state. This is why I have been a local leader on pro-life, medical freedom, and the border crisis. I am an authentic conservative fighter and will not stop until we have restored Arizona's values. Corey McGarr, party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.mcgarforarizona.com. The events over the past 2 years have been both astounding and terrifying. We saw a corrupted electoral system, schools teaching critical race theory, and radical sexuality to young children, and the governor declaring a state of emergency that gave him the power to mandate medical decisions close down whatever business he deemed unessential, and have our schools closed down. I looked to our elected leaders for help and couldn't find anyone willing to stand up and fight for us. It became apparent that the politicians were more worried about their own political careers than doing what was right. I am running to fix the broken election system and eliminate the potential for fraud. To make sure medical decisions are left up to you and your doctor and not your politician and employer. I'm running to fix the school system and create school choice for all Arizonans. To make sure we teach the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic, and not critical race theory, radical sexuality, and gender theory. We need an uncompromising fighter who will fight for freedom and liberty and won't back down. I am running to be that fighter. Anna Orth, Party Republican, campaign funding, participating. Website, www.orth4azrep.com. It seems like every GOP candidate is running as a Trump-style MAGA candidate. But how many of them were standing with us when Trump first ran? How many worked to elect him during tough primaries? How many knocked doors, made calls, helped with local events, and gave their all because they knew it was time to take the gloves off and fight for our country? I did those things and more. I did it all over again in 2020. And then I did more. Volunteering to help audit the election, spending days doing the tough work we needed to get done. That's why when I was asked to run for office, I agreed. You can count on me to work for secure elections, secure borders, school choice, balanced budgets, low taxes, and our constitutional rights, because that's what I've always done. Fighting against Joe Biden and the far left machine isn't a campaign slogan for me. It's a way of life. I'll fight for our police, for our veterans, for parents and kids, and for our right to live how we want, worship how we want, and choose the medical care we want. I ask for your vote. Brian Radford, Party Democratic, campaign funding traditional. Website, www.radford4az.com. Brian believes Arizona faces several significant challenges in the years ahead. He is committed to protect voting rights and access to the ballot. He is committed to fully funded public education and the expansion of STEM and special education programs. He also supports measures that will lower prescription drug prices and improve healthcare access. Arizona must address water scarcity and future water management through conservation and reclamation efforts, while seeking better groundwater management for future growth and balanced land usage and development. He's looking to be the voice of the people in his district and all Arizonans. It's time to work together to bring progress for all Arizonans. Sherilyn Young, Party Republican. Campaign funding, participating. Website, www.syoungforaz.com. I am a retired physician who has lived in the new Legislative District 17 for 38 years. I am also a wife and mother. I am running for Arizona State Representative to represent you and to promote the policies most Arizonans want. 1, honest and reliable governance and elections. 2, good public education that teaches rational thinking and job skills, not racial divisiveness. 3, Second Amendment rights that allow us to defend ourselves and our families. And 4, individual freedom to make healthcare decisions for ourselves and our children. Right now, most of us believe our country is headed in the wrong direction, with our borders completely unsecured, inflation out of control, energy sources dependent on foreign and hostile countries, and government deficits spiraling ever upward. We need to push back on these destructive policies as strongly as possible in the state legislature. We must also preserve the authority that the state has traditionally held to manage its own affairs. The candidates we elect to our state legislatures could be the most important people in government over the next few years. Please take the time to vote.